Alright, we're live. How many have music? Mic check.
Oh wait. Do it again.
Mic check. Mic check.
Oh shit.
And a very good morning here from Emmitsburg, Maryland, where Queen's University is taking on the Mount. Beautiful day here for rugby. It's about 68 degrees with a light breeze and rain definitely in the forecast today. So this is going to be a really fun day to play rugby in this weather. And so we are super excited about today. So we are going to go through the roster here in just a second. In the booth with me today again is Reagan, my daughter, still not quite recovered from her injury. And then on the camera we have G today. And so just our superstar team coming to you again here from Emmitsburg. So we're going to take just another second here to make sure our tech is working, and we'll go through the roster here in just a second. All right. Thank you for the phone call from North Carolina telling me my mic was too hot. So we adjusted that. All right. So as I said, we're going to go through the roster here pretty quickly. I'm going to have Reagan read the roster for us. We only have the Queen's roster. Today we did not get the roster from Mount, so we're going to do that real quick. Reagan, do you want to start? And then today I actually did put the correct jersey number in the position, because not the jersey numbers doesn't necessarily correlate with the position right now, so I did put the correct jersey numbers down. So Reagan, you want to go ahead and go through the roster for us?
Number 1, we have Richardson. Number 2, Stamen. Number 5, Reese. Number 16, Brandt. Number 17, Sweeney. Number 6, Dickens. Number 8, Woodner. Number 7, Inwood. Number 9, Schmidt. Number 10, Clark. Number 12, Scarf. Number 13, Bijoberg. Number 11, Bartlett. Number 15, Pappas. And number 14,
Darrell is number 14, right? All right, and so on the bench today we have Gutierrez. Cardona is in the 4 jersey. Then we have Harmer, Bukhari, Litwin, Skanzi. I will get better at these last names, by the way. Then we have one that I'm really going to struggle with. I believe it's Smith. Just kidding. And then we have Tully Baker and Washington in the 23 jersey. So we are literally about 5 minutes from kickoff. So we're pretty excited about this game. The team ran the gauntlet through all the academies, all the military academies, which was really, really tough. And so now we're kind of entering our season here where we're playing some really good talent also, but maybe just not quite as structured as the military academies are sometimes. So really excited about this game today. It should be a very good game. The team had the weekend off last weekend through a cancellation. And so it should be, Reagan, I think 2 weeks of preparation, yes. More defensive work. What did practice look like last 2 weeks?
A lot of defensive work. And some work on our structure.
And a lot of structure work, you said?
Yes.
Gee, what did the forwards do this week?
Hey guys, so in the forward pack today we working on our connection through our scrums and our lineouts. Our lineouts, our whole point was to work on our defensive lineout and how quick we're getting to the ball and beating them, the offense on the position, whether that's in front of them or beating them in the back as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So I think we're going to take just a second here for, I think, the national anthem. So let's turn the music off for just a second. Nope, it's just team announcements. So doing their team announcement there on the side. So we should be good to go here in just about, like I said, 5 minutes. So we will be right back with you. So I think we're ready for kickoff here. All right. Like I said, it's about 68 degrees, slight breeze. Nothing that would, I think, mess with the kicking game today at all. It does seem to be very cloudy and overcast, so rain was supposed to be holding off till 1 o'clock. I don't think we'll see rain in this game. The rain will cause the handling to be an issue, but I think we're going to be just fine here. So, and there's kickoff. Nice kick right down the 10. The Mount here already on the charged. Probably be ball down there. It was a mate's tackle number 17. Quick hands out here for the Mount in the back line. Spread the ball all the way to the side of the field where the Mount players ball down and pushed out of bounds. So it will be a Queens line out. The man making sure that keeping the tunnel open. Oh, and it's just spilled off of the Queen's hands. Mount came up with it. Turnover ball here. Straight to the pod, being brought down immediately. Great tackle there by number 8. And there was a knock in that contact. And it looks to be a Mount scrum. First scrum of the game. Packs looks to be fairly evenly matched. Oh, good scrum from Queens here. However, Mount still come up with the ball. 2 passes out, and backline player just couldn't get their hands on it. So it's going to go. We're going to go scrum again, and this time it is a Queens scrum in a great attacking position. We are right inside the 22, so I would hope that we would take advantage of this here. Oh, scrum goes down. We're going to reset. As I was walking the field this morning, it didn't appear to be wet, but there must have been some rain this week. There, it does seem like the sole is a little bit loose. See the referee moving the scrum a couple meters over. Great scrum from Queens. Good attack. Oh, they just knocked by the outside center. Just a little bit of jitters. It happens when you take 2 weeks off and then try to get back into game mode. The hands will loosen up here in just a little bit. This should be a Mount scrum. Oh, good scrum from Queens here. And they turn the ball over, and it's going to be a penalty for Queens. And it's a quick tap and go. Up. Referee brings them back. Referee brings them back to the mark. Again, a quick tap here. I'm going to try to power through. Good ball movement, and there's a break in the line. Great offload in the tackle there by Clark. Again, Clark. Again with the offload in contact. And Queens is on the board. Bartlett finishes up a great move. Clark with the ball in hand twice, taking the contact and then offloading.
Good job, Fred!
That was a very good series of play. I love the way that Clark takes contact, Reagan, and then looks for the offload and contact, which actually puts the defense on that back foot. And then just beautifully finished out by the wing.
We've worked on some of that in practice too, I think.
Oh, good.
It's really helped us.
That's good. Scarf with a kick here. Just didn't get it struck. Just kind of kicked over it a little bit and didn't get it off the ground enough. So Queens is up 5-0, 6 minutes in. Mount with a kickoff. Nice hanging kick. Queens on it. That looked like Dickens taking the ball up. Attacking the blind here. Quick hands out to the side. Powering forward. Oh, good. Taking the ball right on the run.
No.
Referee felt like that was forward.
Forward? Really? I don't think so.
We're going to give the benefit of the doubt on that one. This will be a Mount scrum. Just on the other side of the 50 in the Queen's territory. Big scrum again from Queens. And it's a Queens penalty. Well done. Gee, there's been some scrum work this week.
Oh, there has been. Yes.
All right, and we're going to kick for the side here, for the sideline. And ball's out. That was a great kick. So in a great attacking position again. The line out is just before the 22. Queens will have to get up in the air here. The last line out, they did a good job of getting the jumper up. The ball just came off the fingertips, and then the Mount player was able to get under it. So we'll have to see if they can get ball to hand this time. Great line out from Queens, and here comes the maul, and it's taken off. Queens looking very dangerous here. Ball recycled very, very good. Ball movement is great. Outside center attacking up. She gets ball down just over the 22. Queens retain ball. Oh, and here we go. They'll be brought back to a mark here. There's going to be a penalty. Penalty against the Mount. There's something the referee didn't like in that contact. It's a high tackle. Yep. And so she's having a conversation here. Hopefully this just a warning to begin with. Nope. A red card. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry I don't have replay set up yet, but that'll be a red card. So the Mount is down to 14 players for the rest of this game.
Oh my God.
That's our first record, I think.
Maybe it's
She didn't rap either, I don't think.
No, I think she charged with it.
Shoulder barge is what I'm hearing on the sideline. High level of danger. And that is quite a blow for the Mount.
I think they authorized a change. The red card, the player, but they authorized the change.
I see.
Normally it's the new rule. After 20 minutes, they authorize the change.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So just found out here a new rule I was not aware of. So they can change the player Mount stays at 15, but the red card stays. So, no, they don't.
So, but she was a 4 though, so she was in the.
Oh, so it's a scrum. So a prop got red carded, so they had to bring on another player to be able to scrum. So it will be a Queen's scrum right on the 22. We'll get clarification on exactly what's going on, but it appears that Mount is down to 14. Another big scrum from Queens with a number 8 pick. Oh, great offload and contact. And Queens is in. That was a great try. Started with the scrum. A great 8-man pick. Couple of hands out, and the outside center is over.
The offloading work that we did this week in the past 2 weeks is really
It's definitely showing.
it's really evident.
Yes, it really is showing. You know, it's so hard to defend an offload in contact, right? You, as a defender, have to really know and understand, how that impacts the gain line.
Yeah, and I think we saw it a lot from Sacred Heart and Army, where they hit that offload, that crash runner that's coming behind them.
So confirmation, the red card is sticking. Mount is down to 14 players for the rest of the game. That's a good kick. Yep, it was struck well, just a tad short. So Queens is at 10. The Mount is not off, not on the scoreboard yet. So we're 13 minutes in, and we already have a red card. So there was a shoulder barge without a wrap, and with no warning, no yellow, went straight to red. So the referee felt like the danger level was high enough to give a red.
I think she gave a warning when she brought it back the first time,
Okay,
and then
I missed it.
It was called a high tackle.
High tackle. That's why I have other people in the booth. Great kick. Took out of the air by Queens. Queens attacking up immediately.
Oh, touch.
Nice clean ball here to the pod. Offload and contact.
and it's turned over by the Mount.
Mount has it. Decide to go blind. Big strong run here. However, offsides. Queens are offsides. So this is a penalty to the Mount. Let's see what they're going to do here. Set up the tap and go. Big acceleration there from the number 8, but she gets brought down. Mount attacking to the open side of the field. Couple passes out to the wing, but she's brought down. Queen's defense swarming here. Tackles are there.
That's ours. That's ours.
It should be a turnover here. Looks like. However, not going to go. She's the referee felt like Queens was offsides again, so now she's going to chat with Queens players. I think the Queens defense is kind of on the knife point, right? You guys do that rushing defense, and so it's just about lining up one step off the gain line, because obviously the referee feels like you guys are pressuring the gain line too much, or the offsides line.
I think it depends, obviously, what's in front of us, but yeah, we do play kill
Right.
a lot.
So the Mount go to up for a line out here. They're in the Queens half of the field right before the 22. So it'd be a Queens line out. I'm sorry, it'd be a Mount line out. Coffee hasn't quite kicked in yet.
Nice.
Nice lineup from the Mount. However, they couldn't get their hand on the ball, so currently a struggle for the ball.
Come on, that's ours. Let's go.
Turnover for Queens. Queens looking dangerous here. Good tackle. Good tackle by the Mount. However, Queens still attacking up. Still have possession.
Come on. No, Boulder.
Clark making good decisions with the ball.
Amazing clean by Sal.
Again, just Queens powering forward. Still retaining ball here. And it's going to be a Mount penalty that they take a quick tap on. And that should, good clean out from the Mount there. Mount still attacking up. Queens defense holding. Couple passes out here. Mount's attacking with the wing. Good tackle again. Queens defense is definitely holding up. Oh, that's turnover pass was made by the Mount player, and it was actually a forward pass that just ended up in a Queens hands. So this will be a Queens scrum right on the 10-meter line.
No. Her drop to the ground? Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Another good scrum here from Queens. The text immediately on.
Good. Yes.
Some shiftiness in the back line. And then it's wide open here. That was some beautiful backline running, but the fight's not over here. She gets ball down right before the goal line. Queens retain the ball. Pass goes against a Mount player's leg, but then bounces down. Queens retains. Salome trying to get through. Still Queens ball. Good pass out here. Clark to the forwards. Prop being brought down right away. Against quick ball rotation again. And the ball's in space now. Oh, you would have. Try is given. And Queens is back on the board. That's the second try for the outside center. But just beautiful line breaks all the way through. Great ball handling. Some shady backline passing. Some magic. And Queens is over again. So we're right at 20 minutes in. Queens is up 15-0. Again, Mount playing with 14 players. This is a better kick. Oh, well done.
CC with the kick.
That's awesome. So she hit the upright and it spilled over. That was a great kick. Well struck. So Queen 17. The Mount is not on the board yet. We're 20 minutes in. If you're just joining us, the Mount got a warning on high tackles. There was one warning. The second high tackle was a red card. And so they're playing with 14 at this point and will for the rest of the game. Queens noticeably has worked on some offensive tactics. It looks like maybe a little bit of a different structure. Nice hanging kick. Just went through the hands there, but Queens are attacking up. Good tackle on Alex. She's getting back up. Queen's still attacking up. Still retaining ball. Clark with the pass there to one of the forwards. Good strong run. Recycle ball well. We're attacking the blind again. And here we go. Oh, great offload in the tackle, in the contact there from Alex.
Good. Way to stay in.
Queen's attacking up again. Offense looking really good today.
Good charge. Good charge.
Oh, Salome under a lot of pressure. Quick offload to Alex. Not Salome, I'm sorry. I get excited.
Nice zone.
Oh, ball is all over the place dirty. Salome with a big hit. She cleaned it back up.
There's a player. Look behind you.
Not quite sure what is going. It was kind of mayhem there for a little bit. Both sides were cleaning out rucks like their lives depended on it. The ball literally was on the deck. The Mount player was on it. Salome said, "Not today," and cleaned her clock. But it's going to be a Mount penalty, a penalty to the Mount, and the call is not wrapping in the tackle.
Good job, Tony.
We have a Queens player injured, so we're going to take just a minute here to bring on the water, right? The magic water.
You live far from.
Really a different Queens team than we've seen the last two weeks that we've done this. The attack is much more confident. I see a lot of really cool stuff. That you guys have definitely worked on speed to the ruck. The way you guys are cleaning up the forwards are really working hard today. And then defensively, almost a little bit too much on the knife point. You guys have had a couple of warnings now for being offsides, but as a coach or as a previous coach, I would rather see you guys be very aggressive on defense, right?
Yeah, I think like even our practices, like the intensity that everybody's just bringing to the field each and every day has changed just in the past 2 weeks, and I think you can definitely tell.
So the Queens player is actually going off. Reagan, who's that? That's the number
That's
8.
Kaylin.
Kaylin. Probably just for a head assessment. Just to
I think
check
it was
to
her
make sure.
legs.
Well, just to make sure. Yep, she's just tightening up. So substitution was made. So this will be a Mount line out. It was the penalty. The call was not wrapping in a tackle. Queen's going to defend the line out here. Does a good job, but it's Mount ball and spilled to the deck, and it's dirty. Queens are swarming all over it.
Good.
Mount retained possession, pick and go, but it's being held up right away. Alex in the contact there. Mount still recycling the ball. Couple passes out. Their backline moves are pretty good. Outside center, Shifty breaks a couple tackles, but then get brought down. Decide to go the same direction that side of the field. 2 passes out to the wing. She breaks 1 tackle. She's finally get brought down.
Good time.
And it'll be a penalty for the Mount against Queens, saying the tackler didn't roll away. Mount take a quick tap on the run here. Ford gets brought down. Recycle the ball again to the Ford, but immediately tackled. Possession remains with Mount. They're attacking the side. Queen's defense are holding up. Not much ground gained here.
Good, Ryan.
Great attack there from Ryan. Oh. That was a very dangerous tackle. See what's going to happen here. There was a tackle off the ball on Clark. It was definitely a lift and a driving tackle, which is really not legal. You cannot lift hips above the shoulder. Will this be their second red? Yellow card. Yellow card for dangerous tackle.
Keep him on the ground.
Dangerous play.
Mound down to 13.
So is the red out?
Yeah. And I don't know what the league standards are.
So the Mount in a bit of a predicament here. They got a red card for a high tackle, and this is just my opinion. The second tackle here, much more dangerous than the first one, and this is only a yellow. So we are down to 13 against 15. Clark seems to be okay. I saw her just kind of rub the butt cheek a little bit, but she seems to be fine. So this should be a Queen's penalty, and Queens opted for a scrum. Smart decision here, because you have to commit 8 players to the scrum, which means your backline is going to be short some. I mean, they don't have to, but it looks like they are.
Looks like Kaylin's back in at 8-man.
Yep. Although something is not quite adding up here, because I'm still seeing 14 Mount players on the field. Big scrum here from Queens. Up, and it's going to be a penalty against the Queens scrum for barging. Mount with the option here, and they decide to tap and go. The Mount player gets brought down right on the 10-meter. Couple passes out, and they're attacking on the fringes. Actually lost ground there. Queens did really good in defense. And we're going to have a handling error on the Mount, and so we're going to go back to scrum. Looks to be a nice solid scrum again from Queens. A great break here by the outside center, Anouk. She gets brought down right on the 22-meter. Queens swarming. Structure looking good here. Clark trying to attack up, going to Alex. Great ball retention by Queens. Great movement. And the prop's going to power through. And it's another score for Queens.
That was Annalise with that try.
Annalise read that line very well, saw the gap, and I don't think she was going to pass, right, G? Like, we as props, we see that, and there's no passing.
Get try happy.
So, great ball movement from Queens, though. Clark, again, just kind of being that linchpin, understanding where to put the ball. Alex got her hands on the ball. A couple of meters drive up the field, we went down, and then a very quick ball to the side. So I think you guys have done a great job of doing some ball movement into space drills, probably, is what I'm seeing. Looking very good here. Let's see if the kick's over. Nice kick. And it's over. Well done. So we are at 31 minutes in the first half here. Queens 24, the Mount 0. I've been saying through the previous broadcasts, it's going to take a little bit for you guys to learn how to play together, and it seems like that part of it is finally starting to click a little bit.
Yeah, I think the past 2 weeks, we've really just been able to work together and figure out the little pieces that we were struggling with.
Yep, young team, very young team.
There's a new rule saying that the red card after 20 minutes, the other team can bring on a new player.
Oh, okay. So that's why we're back to 14. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. So just to explain that rule again, so if a red card is given, then after 20 minutes, the team can bring a different player back on the field, so they can go back to 14, which means that when the yellow card comes off, they will be back to 15 aside. I stopped coaching last year. Maybe I should go read the rule book again. So kickoff didn't quite go 10, and so it's a queen scrum right on the middle dot, right on the 50. Scrum collapsed, so we're going to reset. I must say, I actually like that new rule because it allows both teams to have an opportunity to put 15 back on the field right after 20 minutes. So there's a little bit of an advantage, but then we're going back to actually, it just makes this a much better watching experience actually, because it's two teams that's really well matched. So you have 20 minutes to take advantage of them being a player down, and then we're going to full force again, but you're not allowed to bring the red card player back.
Yes.
So you have to bring somebody from the bench.
Are you kidding?
And that'll be a penalty against Queens to the mount. Something in the front rows that the referee did not like. Just having a chat with the front three and Clark.
Baby, I did mean.
So, so this will be a penalty for the mount. There was a scrum infringement from Queens. Mount decides to tap and go. Big run here. Queens did well to defend that.
But they must have switched jerseys.
Great tackle there by, who was that? Number 8. Mount still with possession, but actually losing ground. Queens defense really putting a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah.
And a big clear out by Annalise.
Mount still retained possession here, but again, not making much ground. Running right at the line, being brought down. Mount with a little bit of an overload here, but running out of field space. Good ball movement, and there's a break here by the wing. Great tackle in the backfield. This is the first time the Mount has really looked somewhat dangerous, but the Queens defense is just swarming again. And that'll be a penalty to the Mount against Queens. I'm not sure what that penalty was for.
The ma'am said offsides.
Offsides. Oh, coming in from the side, more than likely, by that hand movement. So Mount's tap and go again. Big tackle from the number 8. Mount retaining possession here. Ball movement to the back. This time they're driving a little bit. Gained a couple of yards there, finally being brought down. Oh, quick step there from the 10. She gets brought down, ran it right into traffic again. Oh, pick and go here from Mount, and they're surging forward a little bit. Again, just a big run from that tight head prop. She's had a couple today, doing a really good job of forcing herself into contact and in driving. Mount still with ball here, but Queen's defense is tight. And a penalty. High tackle. Mount given another opportunity here. They're inside the 22. They decide to tap and go. Going to the number 8 again. She takes a run at it. Queen's defense is all over it. Again, Mount trying to run it in. Good clear from them. Think this is going to be a pick and go. Yep, sure is. Pressuring the A gap. Finally being brought down. She made a couple of yards there. Clean ball from the Mount here from the 9 to the 8. Now there's ball movement to the side. Flanker out the middle of the field. She tried to offload and contact there. It looked like the ball spilled to the ground, but Mount was able to pick it up again. And there is now a penalty against Queens, and it looks like the man went to the pocket. So now we have a yellow card on Queens.
Yellow, Rafael, I don't know why.
I don't know. I think it may be a team penalty for high. There's no way that it was.
So the tackler was high, and it looked to have been just a team card. So Queens on the goal line. Mount with a tap and go here to the forward. Number 2 there, looks like Queens does a good job of not allowing much ground to be gained. Pick and go there from the Mount. No gain.
Get that line.
Again, a pick and go from Mount. No gain. Pick and go. They just trying with the pick and goes here. Now doing a good job. Queen's doing a good job of protecting the goal line. Now they're going to go wide. 10 with a dummy pass. She gets brought down. Going again to the blind side here. And she drops the ball in contact. Should be a Queen's turnover. Queens gets the ball and kicks it downfield. Now it's a foot race. Great tackle there from the outside center. Queens are out of danger for the moment. Mount back with possession. Mount attacking up again, but Queens defense holding tight. Big cleanup in the rucks here today on both sides. Big tackle there on the 10. Salome with that tackle. And there's a penalty against Queens for diving. Diving in and sealing the ruck. That one looked to me to be legit. Not that the other ones weren't. I know that they're kind of being questioned, but there was definitely, Queens playing came in, left her feet, and so that will result in a penalty every time. So Mount here with an opportunity. Tap and go to the forwards, trying to attack up again. Great tackle by the number 8. Mount making some yardage here.
Good, Elena.
And a big clear out by Elena.
Ball's on the deck. It's a bit of a mess. The Mount comes up with it, attacks the A gap, finds a space there. Queens defense on it. A lot of pressure from the Queens defense.
Good.
And another big clear out.
Queens doing a lot of work in the rucks, and now it's going to be a penalty. Penalty for the Mount against Queens. Again, the call is leaving feet or diving into the ruck. 41 minutes into this half. The penalty count has drastically swung against Queens in the last about 15 minutes of this game. Mount with setting up for another quick tap here. We should be getting very close to halftime. Mount with some ball movement here. Oh, that would be a handling error by the Mount. Turnover for Queens. We're going to go to the knock. A little bit of excitement there because the 10 from the Mount stepped over and took the ball from the Queens side without it being out of the ruck. But the referee let cooler heads prevail, and we're going to go scrum. The yellow card does seem to be back on the field for the Mount. Great scrum from Queens. Nice kick up the side, up the field here, and the bounce is the bounce was great. That was a great effort by our outside center, but she's being brought back. Not a try. Apparently, the referee felt like it came off her hand, but we're not going to go to a knock. We're actually going to go to halftime here in Emmitsburg. A very exciting half of rugby. Queens 24. The Mount is not on the scoreboard yet, but knocking on the door. The penalties have gone really, really kind of against Queens here in the last about 15 minutes of the game or so. And so something I'm sure that Coach Harlow is going to talk to Queens about, a little bit about that discipline, getting that sorted out. So, thoughts, Reagan?
I think we are just working a lot better together, and you can really tell that we've worked on a lot of defensive work this past 2 weeks, and even the offensive work too.
I would agree with you. Different Queens team for sure. I think 2 weeks off with you guys just being able to do some work looked really good. The back line is really linking well, taking opportunities when they see them. Obviously, the penalty count's hurting us a little bit at the moment, but nothing we can't work through, I would think. So, G, what's your thoughts on the forwards?
I think the forwards are doing an amazing job out there on their scrums, defensive and offensive, especially the two that we went back on the defensive. I think our kill zone coming off the 3 off the ruck are doing an amazing job kind of setting that pace and that pressure, but I think we need to kind of close the door on the back end.
I do agree with you. Very, very good analysis. So we are going to take just a moment here to catch our breath. So we will be back with you in just a minute.
D. Yeah.
All right. So halftime seemed to be right about over. And so just a quick recap on the first half here. We had Queens with 4 tries, and really beautiful tries, if I have to say so. It was a lot of ball movement and so forth. It's really, Coach Harlow has definitely worked on a lot of the offensive stuff as well as the defensive stuff. Mount got a red card early, but there is a new rule, so they had to play players down for one player down for 20 minutes, and then they're allowed to bring a different player on the field, not the red carded player. So we should be back to 15 on 15 because I think that even the Queen's yellow card is done. They got a yellow card right before, like about 8 minutes before the end of the half. And so we're going to keep the red card up there on the Mount scorecard, though, just so that we know that was there. But second half getting ready to start here. So we'll see if Mount can come back and mount an attack. No pun intended. Nice kick there from Mount, but Queens is on the attack already. Good strong ruck there from Queens. Good ball movement there. Attack on the outside, and there broke the gain line.
Alex with the big run. Off to Butler.
Butler gets brought down, and the ball spills forward, and it's a turnover. Mount has it. Advantage being played here. Mount with the attack. We should still be under advantage here. Oh, and the Mount broke through. Big break there. She finally gets brought down just a little over the 50. Mount attacking again. Pass went to the blind side, but the 15 decided to take it right back to the forwards. Now we're a couple passes out. Queen's defense is applying some pressure. Oh, and the 9 broke through the A gap. She gets brought down right across the 10-meter. Mount still with possession. Attacking the blind side here. Queens is pressuring, though, and Queens getting a penalty against them for a high tackle. It's a penalty to the Mount. Mount opting for a line out here. So there should be a Mount line out right before the 22. Good attacking position for Mount. Good clean line out for them. There's some ball movement here. 13 get brought down. Still with possession. Queens are doing a good job of trying to smother this attack. Oh, Mam is in the way. Good defense again. Tyler Dickens on the tackle there. Oh, ball spills backwards. It's on the deck. It's been picked up. Oh, stiff arm to the face there. Alex took that well. And that wasn't Alex. That was
Butler.
Butler. Mount still with possession. Mount doing a good job of cleaning the Queens players off. Queen's defensive pressing here. Not much ground gained by Mount, actually going backwards here. And offsides. So Queens is starting the second half again on the wrong side of the penalty count. That'll be 2 penalties in the first 4 minutes here of the second half. Mount again with the tackle go, and there's a big tackle there. The Mount attacking the blind side again here. And the wing found some space. 2 missed tackles, and she's gone. Could this be their first try of the game? And yes, it is. Mount is over. Great footwork from the wing. Broke through 2 tackles, and she was off to the races. That'll be the Mount's first try. It's a big tackle here from a Queen. I think Queen's number 8, and I see the Mount player still down. Nice low legal tackle. Just a big hit. So I think the penalty count is the issue here. Queens is very good on the attack, very good on the defense, and then we just turn that ball over and give the Mount an opportunity to come up the field and do something crazy.
Yeah, I think offside's kind of killing us right now. But that is what we've been practicing, is that kill box. So
yeah, so just maybe taking a step back, and just giving yourself the opportunity. I'm all about the pressure. It's just coming from, the onside position. Mount player standing up, and the Mount kick is good. So we are 5 minutes into the second half. Queens 24, Mount 7. A lot of rugby left to play here. So we really need to start focusing on cleaning up the penalty count. Especially this referee seemed to be very strict. So I would hate for Queens to get another card,
it looks like our yellow card for Queens is just now coming back on.
Oh, well, good, because I took it off a little while ago. So should be okay, though. So we should be 15 on 15 again, even though we've explained already the red card. The kickoff just did not go quite 10. Great idea. I really like the high kick right on the 10 meter. Go contest it. So it didn't quite go 10, so we're going to go to a scrum right on the 50. So this will be a Mount St. Mary scrum right on the 50, right in the middle of the field. Queen's scrums have definitely been more dominant. However, there's been, I think, 2 penalties now on the Queen's scrum. That one feet just slipped out from under the player, so they're just going to move the scrum a little bit to the one side of the field, get a little bit more better footing.
I think the Mount may have watered the field as we were getting here.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they had a hose.
Big scrum from Queens, but the penalty and the card goes against Queens. So a little bit baffled by that, but all right. So this will be a Mount penalty. because if I don't know, there's a couple of schools of thought here. So if the prop is scrumming up like that, it means that the other prop is not angling properly. So I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to the referee, but um, Queen's playing with 14 players at this moment. Queen's defense swarming across that ball again. Mount attacking the blind side here. Mount player finally get brought down just a little over the 10-meter line. Good tackle there from Queens. Pressure here again from the Queens defense. And a penalty against Queens again, and a second card for Queens.
Really?
We're going to go to a line out right in front of the 22. I think the penalty count is definitely becoming a story here. Big line out here from the Mount, but they overthrew it, and Queens is on the attack. Oh, just spilled the ball. Pass was just a little too high, so we're going to go to a scrum on the 10-meter line. The lineout was overthrown by Mount. Queens player read that very well, ran right under it, and then the offload to the next player was just a little high, couldn't reach it. So we're going to go to a scrum here. Mount scrum, but Queens definitely earning the penalty and the turnover. We're playing advantage here, but Queens is on the attack. Great offload in the tackle there, and then outside center just losing the ball and contact, but we're going to come back for the scrum penalty. Queens absolutely dominated that scrum. Earning a nice penalty. We're going to kick for touch here, and we're going to go to a line out right on the 50. Yeah, it seems like the forwards had a quick chat to say, hey, enough of the scrum penalty mess. And so then they just completely turned the diesel engine on and mowed over the Mount's pack. Queens line out. Oh, just didn't go to hand. Ball spills to the deck. Advantage to the Mount. Mount's on the attack. But it spilled forward off a Mount hand, and it's Queens has it. So the referee already blew the whistle when the tackle occurred, and the tackle was really high. It was around the neck. So just going to have a quick chat with the Mount players. So we're going to go to a scrum. It's going to be a Mount scrum. The big solid scrum here, but Mount was able to clear the ball. Shifty little pass to the inside there for the inside center. Queen's defense on the prowl here. Great tackle there. Not much yardage gained by the Mount yet. That was a little bit better. The Mount coming to the blind side here. Nice offload and contact.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
A lot of pressure there from Tyler Dickens.
Let's go, Pete. Come on, Pete.
Mount still with possession. Ball movement to the wing. Caught it on the bounce. Big tackle. Mount actually losing yardage. Queen's defense really holding together here. And then it just broke. Mount found the gap on the outside. Mount attacking from inside the Queen's half of the field. Oh, and it is Queen's turnover. Attacking up the field. And penalty to the Mount, not releasing the ball. So several high tackles in that session there. Mount on the attack, and then ball is lost in contact. Queens get possession back, and they attack immediately. Queens still with possession.
Good drive by Charlotte.
Pick and go by the forwards. Salome with a good clearing pass there to Clark, and the ball being moved. Oh, just the pass did not go to hand. And we're going to have a scrum for the Mount. Was a great leading pass. The wing was just off the foot a little bit and couldn't get to it. 17 minutes into the second half here. Queens 24, Mount 7. Mount looking a little bit better than they did in the first half, but the Queens defense definitely holding up since there's 2 cards on the Queens team right now, playing with 13 players. Big scrum again by Queens, but Mount able to get the ball. Nice running line from the outside center, but she finally gets brought down on the 10-meter. Pick and go by the Mount. Mount still attacking up here. You can hear the Queens players calling for the fold. But the defense really applying a lot of pressure on the Mount here, and the Mount losing a lot of ground. Great line speed, and that should be a turnover. And there we finally have it. Clear turnover from Queens. Penalty to Queens. And it looks like we have a player down on the Mount side. Hopefully kind of breaks this rhythm and breaks this penalty count for Queens in the other way. Again, since about 10 minutes there was about 10 minutes left in the first half, this penalty count started just appearing. A lot of penalties against Queens, and then it kind of kept going here in the second half. And this is the first penalty we've actually gotten back. So hopefully this kind of breaks that a little bit.
Yeah, I think we started to get a little tired, and so we weren't, looking where we were standing on the offsides line and things like that. So I think if we just clean that up a little.
It's definitely a discipline thing, right? And so another conference with the captains. It's been a lot of chatting with the captains today. The Mount player seemed to be okay. She's going to go leave the field just for a quick head assessment, making sure that there's no concussion present. Now, the time on the clock is going to spill over a little bit because right now, with this conference being had, I did not stop the game clock on the live stream. Obviously, the referee is stopping her clock, so we're going to be running over a little bit. I can already tell. Again, Queens with the 2 yellow cards. It seems like the one yellow card is back. This will be a Queens penalty. It was a great turnover by Queens. And it's going to be a kick for touch. And it's a great kick. Well done. So we're going to be a really good, I would say, as a prop, 15 steps from the try line inside the Mount territory. So time for the forwards of Queens to just settle down, make sure they get this ball. And I am going to venture to say Mole. Maybe. Good clean line out from Queens. And yes, there's the Mole. Looking very good. And it seemed to me like the Mount actually collapsed that Mole. Ball spilled backwards. A lot of pressure here from the Mount. Queens retain possession. Attacking the blind side here. That looks like Dickens with the ball.
Go, Tyler. Go, Tyler.
That's Tyler Dickens. Apologies. It's completely on the other side of the field, and it's a penalty for Queens against the Mount. Quick tap from Salome to Clark. Runs into inside center, runs right into contact right away, but the drive is on. Queens does a great job of cleaning the ruck up. Ball comes out very quickly. Oh, and then there's just a knock by one of the forwards. I couldn't see who it was. And we're going to go to a Mount scrum, literally 5 meters from the goal line. This is when you want a big scrum, one of those big turnover scrums. What a beautiful day for rugby here in Maryland. Cloudy and overcast.
There's that
And
second yellow card coming back on.
Second yellow is on. So we should be back at full strength. Not that they Queens really needed it. Like the minute those 2 cards went off the field, Queens found a different gear and really started playing up. And it's going to be a penalty, a free kick against Queens for pushing before the ball's in. That was definitely not a smart move on the Queens side. They really wanted to go in there with some force. The Mount on a tap, great tackle there by the forwards. I didn't see who was in on that. Mandy was in on it. And again, just a lot of pressure here from the Queens defense. A lot of pressure. The ball's on the deck. It spilled. The Mound retained possession, but they're inside their goal line, and defense is all over them. Queens need to have discipline here. And it is still and the kick is getting charged down, and it's a try. There was so much pressure from the Queens forward pack, pretty much all the players, that the Mount number 10 went for the clearing kick. It was stormed down. I could not see by who. And then as soon as the ball was on the deck, just dove on it, and we have another Queens try. Man, that is a lot of pressure from the Queens defense. This kick is not exactly in front of the goalpost, but very close. Well struck kick by CC. That brings your Queens total to 31. Mount 7. 25 minutes past. It seems like hopefully the penalties, Queens is going to settle down a little bit on the penalty count. Mount with a kickoff here. Nice hanging kick. Queens let it bounce, and Mount has it back. Queens very are already again with the defensive pressure. The Mount decides to go blind. Now they're bringing it to the open side of the field. Queens is there though. Defense is all over them. Queens needs to be careful here. Oh, and it's an interception. I saw she was reading it. Interception by the inside center. I saw her looking for the pass because the Mount players were just getting into their formation. She read that very well. Great interception there. And then it was a foot race.
Looks like we have some substitutions coming on the field for Queens also.
See Salome coming off.
Looks like Freya's taking that 9 position.
Let's give Cece an opportunity to kick here.
There we go.
Good kick. Good kick. So that'll bring the score 38-7 here in Emmitsburg with about 12 minutes left, if my math is right. Again, my clock might be a little different from the referees, so I'm sure it's going to be probably about another 15 minutes left to play. Mount with a nice hanging kick again, right on that 10. And Queens got, it was a little bit dirty, but they got possession here. Great line ran by the lock.
That was Sweeney on that run.
Oh, and the pass surprising the Queens player, and it's a turnover. Mount has the ball, and they're attacking up. Queens defense has another opportunity here to apply some pressure. Again, Mount with the ball, and that number 11 wing, very powerful runner, and the ball spills. It's on the deck, and Queens regains position. Quick pass here to the forwards. Some ball movement here from Queens, trying to get it out wide. There's open field here, and there's space. Tackle gets made, but the pass comes off, and it's Washington. She gets tackled almost right away. See another Mount player hurt, and it looks like there was a tackling infringement. I'm sorry, handling infringement, and so it looks like we're going to go scrum. We have another injury on the field, so it's probably going to take a second here. There was really great ball movement from Queens in that last series of play. Actually, the offload in contact practice you guys have done over the last week is really showing, because you guys are attacking up with a lot more confidence, actually taking that contact and then making sure the ball goes to somebody coming in support. Now the offload is not the only thing you need to do in this, right? It's actually that follow through and making sure you have support coming all the time. So you guys have to understand no man left behind type of thing, right? So the person running, you should always have somebody following for that pop, right?
Yeah, and I think that that work that we've done with those pops has also really helped us with like having support in the rucks also.
Yeah, I agree, because there's you guys are a lot quicker to the breakdown. The breakdowns are looking a lot more sturdy than they had looked in the last a couple weeks before. So again, I kept saying it. It's just you guys literally learn to play together. So the Mount player seems okay. She's being carted off the field, and then several more substitutions coming on for Queens. There was actually too many to count. I think Coach Danny just cleaned the bench. So the clock says about 10 minutes left, but I think that our clock is a little different from the referees. So we'll see where we go with this. But Queen's 38. It should be, it's a Queen scrum right on the 10-meter line. Solid scrum again from Queens. Oh, there was the pass didn't come off quite right, but now there's a nice up and under. And the 11 from Mount did a great job of catching that ball, and she's attacking up. She's very shifty on her feet. She gets brought down. Great idea with the kick. I like it. Mount is playing on the back foot, and there's an interception again. However, this time it's called offsides. So it's a Mount penalty. There's a lot of pressure from the Queens defense, which puts them offsides every so often. Oh, big run there from the prop from Mount. They decided to attack the blind again. Big tackle, though, being driven backwards. Cardona with the tackle there. Ball spilled into the backyard. There's a lot of pressure here. The Mount player is doing a good job of trying to get, but then runs right into contact. Tackle made. Mount still on the attack. Both players down after that last hit, both the Mount and the Queens player. That was a pretty big collision. And then the Mount with the ball finding some space, but finally being brought down. Mount retained possession here. They're moving the ball wide, attacking right there. The 12 gets brought down in the middle of the field. Mount attacking blind side of the field again. They're looking dangerous here. They're going blind again, and then there's the ball's being dropped to contact, but it went backwards. They retained possession, but then being forced out. So it'll be a Queens line out right on the 50. I still see Queens player walked off the field after that tackle, and I see the Mount player still down. She's getting up now. It was a pretty big collision in the middle of the field. The 15 caught that kick and then ran around, run right into contact, right into a Queens player. Mount player seems to be okay. She's going to stay on the field. Tough girl. So this will be a Queens line out right on the 50. Oh, quick ball to the front, but it doesn't go to hand and it doesn't go 5. And so we're going to go to a free kick. It's a free kick for the Mount. Let's have a go here. Great offload in contact there again from the Mount player. And then there's a penalty against Queens for not releasing the tackler. The tackler not releasing the tacklee or the ball carrier. Mount's attacking up again. Being brought down right on the other side of the 10-meter line. Queens defense pressing again. Couple of quick hands here for the Mount. She's being brought down, but she gets right back up. Oh, it was a silly little pass up in the air, but the wing caught it and made some yardage. So the Mount's still on the attack inside the 22 meters of Queens. Quick ball movement here from Queens back to the prop. That's a great offload and contact there. The Mount's still pressing. There's some ball movement here. Oh, she was not held down. She didn't release the ball, so it's going to come back, and it's going to be a Queens penalty. So the Mount player actually was tackled, went down to her knees. She never released the ball. She got back up and started running. So that'll be a penalty for Queens. And Queens get to breathe a sigh of relief here. It'll be a Queens line out right on the 10-meter. For anybody interested, Argentina is leading South Africa at halftime, 23-18.
England game. World Cup final.
We're going to need those South Africans to get their act together. Queen's lineout is intercepted by the Mount, but then lost, and Queens regains possession. And it's going to be a Queen's scrum. Should be about 4 minutes of playtime left. Just some loose shoelaces being attended to real quick. And we're right back to pack down for the scrum. Solid looking Queen's scrum again. Good ball movement here from Queens. And there's the dribble through. Nice grubber. Goes to hand, and Washington has it. She gets tackled and unfortunately loses the ball in contact, but she stepped out. So it's going to be a Mount lineout right just inside their territory.
What a beautiful kick by CC, though.
Yes, and Mercedes was very good at catching that ball on the bounce. And then just ran out of space on the outside. Mount retaining the possession here. I would say that tight head prop from the Mount has worked her. Literally have done a lot of work today. She has been everywhere, a lot of carries. Queen's defense again, not allowing any breakthroughs here. Mount attacking smaller side of the field here, and there's the wing again. She gets brought down just across the 50, but she wasn't held, and now she's tackled again. And there was a knock. So we're going to go to another scrum. The wings seem to have gotten injured in that last tackle. She seems to be okay, just a little out of breath. She has very explosive footwork.
Definitely.
So she's definitely a threat every time she gets the ball. And then she does not like to stay down either. So she did well by releasing the ball, getting back up and attacking again. So this will be a Queen scrum. Oh, another big Queen scrum here. Queens retain the ball. Oh, good footwork here by CC. Queens on the attack again, gets brought down. Now there's ball movement. We're going to go to the outside here. Ball just went to deck, but it went backwards. So Queens retains possession. Ball coming to the back line here. Some great passes. And now we're getting it to the wing. Big clean out here from Queens. And there's a little bit of action off the ball.
Rugby.
A little bit of contention here. Is that going to be the end of the game?
Looks
Yep,
like
that's the end. So ending it on a little bit of a cantankerous note here, but a great day for Queens, 38-7 here against the Mount. So big improvement from Queens, especially on the offensive side of the ball. The defense started looking a lot better even in the last week, or the last game we played against Army at Navy. But then the offense kind of seemed to have really come together this week. So I think it was a great week for Queens rugby. And so where are we going next? Where's next weekend?
I think we're in Nashville next weekend playing Lindenwood.
Okay. So good job from the Queens team here. I think that this is definitely that block you guys have been looking for. And so quick last thoughts from you.
I think that this weekend hopefully is going to give us the confidence to go into next weekend and just be able to play. And
Queens was able to put 38 points on the board. Mount was able to score one try, and it was a very, very good day for Queens rugby. So